We got love and melanin. We gon' make the best of it. We got love and melanin. We gon' make the best of it. Lately been thinking about legacy. Almost 27, thinking ahead of me. If I die now, what was the message? If they wild out on my depression, pressure. Lately been thinking about energy. When I write it down, there be a blessing. But when I write it out, nothing was given. This retrograde bugging me to submission. Shit, niggas don't know who they're meant to be.
Reporting live from against your boy MJ, holding it down city to city. Balls deep in this motherfucker. Reporting live from the SNB Mansion Christmas special with the legendary, one of the hardest working motherfuckers in Durban, Gagini, the incomparable, the legendary, young Lungelo Mans.
Bro,
Dope album.
Imagine.
What's good, nigga?
Thank you for that intro.
Holding it down, nigga. But it's facts.
I was thinking, wasn't that your first guest, bro? When you reached out?
You actually were!
That's crazy. I got visuals.
That's 40. This is the 42nd episode, dog.
Shit. Yo.
Going in, trying to get them sponsors, dog. Got
Yeah.
this Sazoba Fitness. Shout out to Boko Shade. We appreciate it, nigga. Not mine, shit.
Not mine.
Nigga. Let it know, nigga.
Yes, sir.
Let the motherfuckers know about what the fuck is going on, dog, because you've been hustling like a motherfucker. Let the people know about. Okay, for those who don't know, because we have some new motherfucking people now because of the whole visual shit.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Lungelo Manzi and where this motherfucker from?
Yeah, man, first and foremost, I am an artist from Etegwini.
Gagi.
Yeah, and I'm a hip hop artist. I sing and I rap, I make beats. I've been doing it for pretty solid 4 years, like Etegwini, but obviously my music journey is a bit longer than that. And yeah, man, it's just trying to make a name for myself, make a living from this thing, share my story, you know, the same things we all want as musicians.
Basically, you want to ball, nigga.
Yeah, if we can. This pandemic can unlock us, yeah.
What are these bitches? Hey, bro, niggas are getting money in the quarantine, dog. Niggas don't give a fuck, bro. Niggas getting money. Niggas buying cribs and cars. Gucci. Can you fucking imagine?
Yeah, I wish we could, because you know, as an independent artist, it's so different, the hustle, you know. Like when lockdown hit, you know, gigs were cancelled. I lost a gig on the day it started. You know.
A lot of motherfuckers lost a lot of money, bro.
Yeah, lost a lot of money.
Especially since it was like so, you know.
You had to change your whole like plan for the year. From like what can I say, from being in the streets to being on the gram, being digital, you know, that was the new hustle, and I've been also just trying to figure that out, you know.
This shit could either make you or break you, bro. For real. And a lot of niggas, you know, bro, have actually stepped up to the plate. Because honestly, find some niggas is lacking because of it, but at the same time, I'm gonna love for weed because of it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's true. I mean, I know I did a lot of my best writing. I dropped my first 2 music videos in the same crazy ass year. You know.
Shout out to Deep Blue. I saw that sometimes shit, dog, is dope.
Yeah, shout out to them.
Shout out to the CEO! Nigga, I killed that video! It's the CEO, nigga! Yeah, niggas are still telling me about that video. It's so new, nigga!
That was a lovely moment to have. To reflect literally what was going on and give you a piece of my story, you know. So that was dope.
And tell them it took 4 hours.
Bruh, so yo, let me tell you, dog. So plan was we get there at 6, we shoot for a good, you know, whole day, hopefully. If not,
did you shoot that shit? That's it.
No, T-Bag's place.
Oh, T-Bag,
yeah. To shout out to Culture Chaos as well.
Shout out to the big homie T-Bag. I saw the nigga getting massages and shit. Nigga, they coming for that petty mega, nigga. Shout out to your lady. Yeah, continue, nigga.
Yeah, so we were planning like a good at least 12 hours max to shoot the scenes in that one house.
Yeah.
Then I don't know, niggas started pulling out regulations like, yo, nah, you can't be doing this. It's level 5, nigga. Like, what are we doing?
Who was that?
We don't even know, but we guessing it's the neighbors that were staying in that same building reporting us, right? But T-Bag being the admin god that
he was 6'9".
Long story short, in JP to this, said over 4 hours like that to shoot this thing. We couldn't even have the whole crew. I wanted to have a whole behind the scenes shoots. Some of the assistants as well. Like we had a skeleton crew, and we were just like shooting off the cuff. You know, we had the shot list and everything, but like we were just going scene to scene. Okay, we're done here. Okay, cool. Keeping in mind this is a heavy video, so I as the character have to like go from like acting sleepy to like crying my eyes out in the same shit, you know. So great growth experience for me. Yeah, it was dope.
Tell us about the launch, dog. It seemed like it was a fucking success. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, sometimes it's on Black Dog 3, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
So had a launch, man. I just felt like it almost didn't happen because of COVID,
Yeah.
right? But I felt like because Black Dog 3 is the last of a trilogy, right?
It is.
I was like, I need to honor this moment. So we had a launch. We hosted it at Aces Pizza, which is the same building as Allianz. In
Those
Namibia.
motherfuckers are very open. Like a lot of people are doing events there, right?
Yeah, I appreciate them because once we lost the Charlatan, because it got closed down during this time, you know what I mean? They were the ones holding us down, and then they, Allianz pulled through, or Aces rather. So shout out to George for that as well. But yeah, the launch was pretty dope. I mean, it was the first time people were coming not just to.
Hold up. Man,
Oh, you got some.
hey, nigga. It's your boy, yes. Reporting live, like, get the S&P mansion, nigga, boss car. Kola, took up to Pazza, like, we say, but put him a Pazza, like, we're in the birds, nigga. Pazza, like, because they come in. Security! Kola, took up. Kule nami into zami ngiphethe kodwa God don't let yourself in my nigga just pause lapho bazovulelwa lo awe shinda kwe-dash khululeka ngena tokama mawufesi khululeka dog mawufesi azokuphuza pause call yeah. We're worried, nigga. Black Dog 3, continue.
That shit was crazy.
To stay on my face, reporting live with support chair, holding it down at the S&P mansion, vibes pop up, Christmas special, Christmas Navini, Phillies.
Day before Christmas, literally.
Day before Christmas Eve Shandays.
Yeah.
Yeah, nigga, the launch.
Oh yeah. So I was just telling a lot of the people that
Oh,
attended.
those Aces Pizzas, motherfuckers, is cool, though, bro.
Hmm.
Yeah, the sun PC actually, bro. A whole lot of people doing events in place.
Yeah, and for me it was just like the first time about to go to Mina. Not like I'm at your event and I'm
Not like
coaching
teaching,
plans. It's not that I'm not
yeah.
amp anymore. I'm the nigga,
Yeah.
and people came through, right, which was really great. Also, all female lineup. Like it was just great to see women artists from Durban who are dope. Who also got to have a
Shout
platform.
out to MJ Summers, Ray Black, and what's the other?
Leah Butler.
Yeah, Butler.
Yeah.
I love all of y'all.
Yeah, they're gonna definitely destroy next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excuse me. So the launch was great. We had a listening session in the beginning. Then we got to the performances of the night, and then I closed after all the ladies killed it on stage.
Yeah. A friend of mine, you know, AK, right?
Yeah.
AK,
So we
all
shout out to
like, oh my gosh, MJ Summers and Swempo. We all know Ray Black and Swempo.
Yeah.
We reported that I'm a love back then. Shout out to Jägermeister.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. And
Yeah,
but I want to work with MJ, bro. I haven't heard her shit personally. I just know from her shit.
No, you should. You should. But she's got a new tape that she dropped earlier this year called The Fungani. R&B princess doing what she does best. You know, Leah Butler as well. She's gonna drop properly next year, but she's been featured on a number of
Yeah,
stuff.
but all here.
What's the tape we?
All of them from Durban.
Oh, everybody that was there. Yeah.
You know Durban got the heat.
Yeah.
Let it be known from movies, fucking series, music, merch, shows.
Yeah, like we're a lot of the industry, KZN
Clothes.
in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was a great time,
Yeah.
Yeah, to see people in a chilled environment, you know, R&B
So
vibes.
how is the feedback from the whole thing? How's the feedback been?
It's been
Because I feel like there's a slow, momentum and buzz building. So how's the feedback been from that shit?
I mean, it always takes time. I think in this new tape, Black Dog 3, I really applied myself to get everything outside of the music to a new level. So in other words, like investing in merch, the flyers, the posters,
Gotta
the
get that merch,
marketing.
nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You might just see this fanny pack that I'm wearing coming out soon.
Nigga.
Such things are things that I'm trying to look towards now because obviously with COVID happening,
Yeah.
the goal now
Switch
is,
up the hustle.
you got to switch up. You can't just rely on streams because streams is already a tough sport.
Yeah.
But to now move into other things that can bring in some income.
Yeah. Because you know what I do is a person will holler at me like, yo, I want your music. I'm like, yo, you can get the CD for 100 rand, you can get the snapback for 160. Or a person will be like, oh fuck, dude, I love your sweater or I love your hoodie, I want to cop that. I'm like, alright, cool, you get the CD too. So it's like hacking a different market with the fashion thing.
Yeah.
It's actually bringing more money than just the music thing alone. Because I'm not
Yeah.
getting like gigs, not even but a nigga is making those grants from the merchandise.
Yeah.
And you only fuck with me for the merchandise because of the music.
Exactly. Or even if you just like the merch, you end up getting a new fan later on in life. Maybe they are marketing your shit for you.
It's all about giving the person who fucks with you different ways of monetizing according to their price range. Because you have the beginner entry level shirts with all the snapbacks and whatever. Then you have the premium packages which come with a CD and a DVD. So I definitely consider motherfuckers to do the DVD thing, branding you. Shout out to those who as a gangster branders are buying houses and whips off of just DVD sales, and it's not even that proper. They're not even doing like launches, just pushing shit.
That's crazy.
So get you money on the street,
Yeah.
tax free. Ramaphosa's still a bitch, but we gonna get this money back and continue. Continue, nigga, reporting live. My baby's reporting chain. At the Bax Mansion, shout out to Deep Blue, shout out to the CEO, shout out to Boko Nova. Nigga, got your boy little man, the shit on you niggas. Continue, nigga. Continue, my nigga.
This one is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the feedback is dope. That's what I can say. Yeah, it's also like, I had a certain level that I wanted to push at. I pride myself in really working hard and always having content to push. But it doesn't mean that at any point when you're getting good feedback that you want to sit on that too long. Niggas telling me I'm doing a good job. In my head, that's what's supposed to happen. You know what I mean? I shouldn't be hearing anything other than that. So it just tells me that I'm still moving, I'm still going forward. When I should be concerned when niggas have criticism, because then I listen. I'm like, okay, cool. Is this a hater? Is this real constructive stuff? That's what I actually look for, But it's always good to know that, okay, cool. I'm still keeping myself consistent to the level that I want to be, and it's reflecting what I'm,
What are the women saying, man?
Hey man, I'm trying to. I'm in a bit of a lockdown situation, so I don't really pay attention to what the women
I
say.
ain't saying nothing like that. I ain't saying nothing like that. Because like for me, if I drop a project, I give it to my girl, like, what do you fuck with, like?
Yeah.
Like, alright, cool, I see this shit, but I fuck with this, this, and this.
Yeah.
And I'll specifically try and focus on that sound and see what happens. And shit is clicking up. So, shout out to all the women in your constructive criticism. We appreciate it. Oh, man.
Yeah. Well, if you're saying it like that, Hans really liked the last song that I dropped on the tape. Sorry, not that I dropped. The last one on the tape is called The Trick Dance. Just because the chorus is such a, essentially what I gotta do for some ass in this bitch. What I gotta do for some cash in this bitch. You know what I mean? So it was my first time being so direct about something because I am obviously someone who...
Being a bit vulgar.
Yeah, being a bit blunt, a bit in your face, a bit direct, but with a meaning and there's layers to that story. But it's such a fun song that I started now clicking into, you can still make fun shit with content in it. And as long as it has content, I'm happy. So it's now playing to the fun shit, the catchy shit, to see where...
Nigga, we gotta do the bit of weight desire, dog. Desire. We gotta do the
There's
bit of
an
desire.
entire-
Oh man.
there's an entire-
I wanna cook up like a little 4-track EP, man.
Yeah.
Man. Yes.
On that
Simans.
sound. Yeah.
That's the name of the EP. Simans.
See, Waterworks.
What world?
So,
Yeah. So let the people know who you work with on the project.
yes.
Do the production first and then we'll go to the features.
So for this one, it was the first time I let other producers influence the writing and the music.
Yeah.
Usually for the first two, I produced literally like 95% of the beats. There was only one song, a deep house song, that was done by Hands. Usanel. Shout out to him. But the rest were me on production. In this one, I worked with a number of producers. Jaden Daniel, who plays keys in my band.
Shout out to your boy Jaden.
We had Ndabez Nandi, a rapper and a producer from Soweto. Very, very dope.
Shout out to my niggas as always.
He hit me up literally like on IG and said, yo, here's a G Drive link, and sent me like a beat pack of like 20 beats.
That nigga-
I didn't even know him.
Shout out to that nigga. That nigga is famous.
But just that level of like, you know,
Yeah, he wants to fuck with you.
yeah, I fucks with that. So when I went to the beats, that's where I found sometimes. People do sometimes.
Mm.
Jaden Daniel did Matric Dance,
Fizz.
and then there was Dave Ordinary,
Fizz.
who I know from church, but we only linked up properly
Fizz.
during the Music and Bezo.
Shout out to your boy Kevin. I need the money. We need you on the show, nigga.
Yeah. He's like, for me, just like one of the best, if not the best producer here in Germany.
Fizz.
So versatile,
Yeah.
so committed to making sure that the beats are not just him like electronically, he's playing it, he's getting other instrumentalists if he can't do it, you know. I dig his level of like work ethic.
Fizz.
So he did Reputation, Mr.
Mr.
Rotation.
was MJ.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Rotation and Closure.
Shout out to your boy. That's right. What about that? Actually, my favorite shit.
He did that joint, right?
Showcase it, man. Showcase, though.
And we hadn't met literally, like a lot of these guys, besides Jaden.
Just by email?
Yes, by email. I only met Dave at the lodge. You know what I mean? After all this time, like seeing each other, not necessarily linking up and speaking.
Showcase.
Yeah. Then there's K Torture, producer from Pretoria.
Yeah.
Hectic cat.
Shout out to my PC niggas.
Plays keys and guitar, I think.
Mm.
And I met him through Push, the Push magazine, who I met
Yeah.
through the Slick on Life incubator.
Yeah.
So he linked me up with him, and then we just like we're chatting on WhatsApp, and he sent me some beats and all that.
Yeah.
So I think those are. I'm not forgetting anybody. Yeah. Oh, and Byron T. Byron T played the drums in my band. He did Patience.
Yeah.
Track 4. Also, just sent me a beat. He was like, I think you could kill this. I heard it, loved it, went straight into it. So that was on production, and then obviously I don't have any features besides MJ Summers on the tape, on Mr.
Yeah.
So it was a take also to just make things a lot more accessible, not just live in my alternative experimental world with the sound, but give something that people can feel like they can relate to, not just content-wise, but radio-wise, events-wise, live version-wise, you know. That's what my goal was with this tape, because I wanted to think about things like merch going forward and, you know, close the story of the tape in a positive way, because that's where it's supposed to be headed before we move on to the next new concept.
To the bitches, nigga.
Yeah,
Desire, old man, dog. People are still like going up and handle that shit.
You know, it's really first to actually properly handle that joint like
You know,
that.
do the bit of that shit at the out club. Shout out to my nigga, go to the field.
Yeah.
Oh my Michael sailing that motherfucker. Let me know. It's your boy, you're holding it down, city to city, reporting live. Now again, shout out to Deep Lunar and CEO CeeLo. My nigga, let the people know where they can get the Black Dog EP. Dog. Will there be like Black Dog CDs or some shit, like physical copies or some shit?
I'm thinking about
physical copy, man. Nigga, you call them, dog. I always tell niggas invest in the physical copies, but I don't get too carried away with this internet shit. Get your money cash. Let it be known.
Yeah, I mean, I've been thinking about like getting money cash through giving people digital downloads, and then they can make their own CDs. So if I send you a private link, you get all the joints, then you can.
No,
You are-
pretty much to casual sex.
Yeah, shout out to
You
them.
fuck with casual sex.
I'm on them. My stuff is already there.
Yeah.
just not the physical stuff, right?
Get it.
So they're like the first sort of SA Bandcamp for those who don't know.
Yeah.
Just
I fuck
started
with
out.
casual sex though. Oh my god, they're very interactive and open and
They help you out with all your shit.
For like for the artists watching this, not even artists, like anybody selling anything actually, even like it's just merch. You can fuck with casual sex. It's very easy to use. Online store setup. You can set up your own online store via them.
Yeah, you don't have to just be a musician too. You can be
Yeah,
like
don't-
any person
anything
with
else.
content to
Giving you gems right now, I'm dropping game right now. Giving you fish right now, friends. Let it be known, support you, holding it down, city. My nigga, let the people know what that is. I have to get the physical copies, bro.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it, but I want to start with merch first, and then once we can build up to the CDs.
Attach the physical copies, man.
Because like even the cars that are being made, bro, they don't even have CDs anymore in the cars.
That's
these
what's carried
cars,
away.
you know?
Don't get to carry away, nigga.
Yeah.
We're in a third world country, bro. People are still using CDs, dog. Don't get it twisted.
That is true.
And at the same time, it strictly has that souvenir sort of valuability to it, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just doing the fuck with you so much, just
Yeah.
gonna spend money on you. So
Yeah.
just gonna buy anything. Sonji.
I'll do the DVD because that's what I think can be.
The DVD is
done.
dope too. I actually saw that shit with my premium package is dope. DVD is dope. I'm actually trying to finesse a movie. Should I do some gay? You know, see,
that's
I'm gonna
cool.
fuck with. I'm just
Yeah.
like trying to figure out some.
Ghanaian has to be.
Ghanaian, yeah, it's not like some dope storylines, dog.
Yeah.
But there's about some Pulp Fiction shit, like 4 different storylines that combine.
In one.
And then the entire movie, I'm just showcasing my clothes, my music, wardrobe, or whatever, dog. Selling everything in that movie.
That would be dope.
That's the shit I'm on right now.
Yeah.
She was trying to finesse that shit. So it's worth it, dog. Women will buy me. But my nigga, enough about me. Back to you. Let the people know where they can fuck with you. There's on online shit, dog. Or Instagram, Facebook. Do you have like a page?
Yeah.
What's going on, nigga? Let it be known.
Yeah, man. It's all the stuff that you guys know. So if it's Facebook, Lungelo Manzi. If it's Twitter, Lungelo Manzi. No spaces, no underscore, no nothing. So on Instagram, same thing. SoundCloud, same thing. You'll find all my music. There'll be
A young bad bitch, a bad bitch. Once asked me, was like, is that his real name? I'm like, oh shit, it is, bitch.
It really is. It really is.
Wow,
What is
it's
my
HEP,
plan?
what?
It's not
Siman's
just,
EP, coming through, let me know, nigga, I said it.
It's really the
Yeah,
vibes.
but yeah, that's all. Facebook, Instagram, basically the same thing, Lungelo Man's first.
Yeah, and then on those sites, I'm very active on my social media, so you will find the links to streaming the music on all platforms. The music videos are all out on YouTube. There's even extra content. I do this thing called Sad Boys and Girls Club, which is like a vlog, docu-series type vibe, where you follow my story, right? So episode 1, I was in Black Dog 1, going into Black Dog 2. I tell you why I've named it that, why the story behind it, all of that. Episode 2 is about like the hustle in Durban, the sort of
Are these visuals available on your YouTube channel?
Yes, on my YouTube channel at Lungelo Manzi.
Oh, sure.
You can just say youtube.com/Lungelo Manzi, you'll find it there.
Just Google the nigga, I Googled you.
Yeah, man.
You're the only one who You're the only one nigga just like me, I'm the only nigga like me. But yeah, don't exactly.
And that's where you'll find those 2 episodes. I'm working on the 3rd one now, where you get to see like the full launch from my perspective. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. We're gonna start the year right next year.
Yeah, so-
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, your boy Pre holding it down, city, reporting live in Ageni. Was one of the hardest working motherfuckers and one of my favorite artists. You know, your boy Lungelo Manzi, best giving your motherfuckers game right now.
Game, recognize game,
I
nigga.
got 1, 2, 3 available in all major online stores in Ageni.
Yeah.
Shout out to Deeply Rooted, shout out to CeeLo, shout out to the whole team.
Yeah.
Fellas, we're putting out the S&P Mansion Christmas special. Shit, dog. Dog, couldn't cut down. Anyway, yo, let's be yo, blood, nigga, put it in here. Putting out my baby support trick. More chat.